Accidents happen all the time, so it's very easy for a car wreck to be ruled as an accident. But what if it was all an elaborate cover up? In the past few videos, I've talked a bit about my step grandfather. This is the story of his death. He was the second of three men to die while living in that same house that we've been talking about recently. His name was Bud, and he was a truck driver on his way home to his family when he stopped in a truck stop to get a drink. Witnesses later said that he was too tired to drive, but some said that he was too drunk. There he met a fellow truck driver and his 18-year-old son. The man said that his son wanted a ride home and that he lets his son drive his truck all the time, that he could get some rest in the back while his son drove his truck. That morning, my grandmother was visited by the police to tell her that her husband had been in a terrible wreck and that he was dead. The kid's story goes that he was going down a curved highway off-ramp. Due to the ice, he started losing control of the truck, hauling iron tubes. It started to tip, and my grandfather grabbed for the wheel, and the truck then flipped and rolled several times down the hill into an embankment, trapping both men inside. The police had said that the kid was driving 20 miles over the speed limit, and the iron pipes had crushed the cab where my grandfather was sleeping. The kid was trapped in the area underneath the steering wheel. If the police did not arrive, they said the kid would have also suffered the same fate. Now, during the autopsy, the coroner said that the bruises on my grandfather weren't matching of his wreck. He believed that he had gotten into a fight outside the truck stop. He also found that his blood alcohol limit was under the legal limit and that he wasn't drunk at the time. Now, my grandmother wasn't satisfied with this report and decided to hire a private investigator. He did find a lot of things, that my grandfather had a pregnant girlfriend in another state, and that the day he was coming home he had something important to tell my grandmother. The private investigator couldn't find if my grandfather had or hadn't gotten in a fight or not. However, one night at a truck stop, he was severely beaten and told to just drop the whole thing. Although my grandmother did win a $1 million lawsuit for her husband's death, they never found out exactly what had happened that night or what it was my grandfather had to tell my grand. You guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys think it was my grandfather wanted to say? Thank you for watching. I have been Hippie, and I'll see you tomorrow with another spooky story.